Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Today is Friday. Welcome to Trading Live with George. Our live trading with George, I should say. This is exciting so far, but I want to stop because me and my wife talked last night, and we talk about giving God glory. So I want to give God glory before I even start anything. If you feel uncomfortable, then this channel is not for you, right? But I want to give God glory. I want to tell God, thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to trade today. And let's make some money. Let's make some profit. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's jump into the charts. We got 10 minutes before market open. So let me do this. Let me share my screen with you guys. So, all right. So what I normally do in the morning is I always go to the calendar to see what's going on. I check it for the week, of course, but I always remind myself every morning what's going to take place. So for right now, we really don't have much. We have nine o'clock, which they're speaking right now, and we could see the market react or not, but it doesn't. Well, it did react this morning because I see Apple drop down $4. So Apple is down $4, right? Um, for me, I wouldn't even trade. Apple is lovely right now, but I wouldn't even trade it because the simple fact that it gapped down so much. The contracts are going to be ridiculous as far as that, and it's the last day, so I'm going to be looking for something else. So let me go through my charts, see what's going on here. Adobe looks good to the downside if Adobe breaks. If Adobe breaks the low right here, which is 83.85.80. So Adobe could be a good play. So I'm gonna put Adobe for 385.75. So I always put it like 5 cents below, so I know it actually breaks. And then I'm gonna do Adobe.
And those of you that's new, he just putting in alert, so notify him once the actual play happens. Your mic's all the way over there.
Oh man,
Is that working?
my mic is not even on. What's going on here? What's So let me do this. Adobe. To Adobe break. So the TP on Adobe at that point would be right down here. So I'll say 380. So I'm gonna put TP 380. So that's for Adobe. Um, I don't like that chart as much. What's this? Amazon. Amazon below. Amazon already. No, it didn't break it yet. So Amazon below 192.30 would be good. Right now it gapped down. It's down what, $2? So Adobe below this low, we could see Adobe come back down and test that. Let me see on the weekly what happened on the weekly. Oh, we already broke the weekly going down, so we could continue down. The monthly chart I think is already, yeah, monthly already broke as well. So we could come back down and close this gap. There's a gap right here to be filled. So that gap is at 186.80, 186.32.
But that doesn't mean it's going to happen now because it's a monthly chart.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It doesn't have to happen today, right? But you could play that gap over a time period. But for today, if it breaks right here, we could see a retest and a possible break of 89. So I'm gonna put that in too. Um, well, it already broke. So I'm not even going. So this is the thing, guys. Sometimes me and my wife will stay up.
Oh my gosh.
And
Yeah.
we'll do. I'm gonna go through this with y'all. Sometimes my wife will stay up. Is that huh? Sometimes my wife will stay up, and we'll go through the charts. And then when we go through the charts, it doesn't even make sense because everything gapped down below what we're trying to enter at, right? So the trade is already messed up, and I don't like trading gaps. Okay, because with the gaps, it could go even though it's going in your direction as far as originally what you want, but because it gapped down, then it could go back up and then continue up.
Very true.
So with the low of this, 30. So I'm gonna put 25. We already broke that low. As you can see, we broke that low just now at 50. So it bounced back up, which that's a good thing. That's what I want to see. I actually want to see that. I want it to open above the break and then break. I want it to open above here, possibly come up, test the 50% line, and then drop. So Amazon, and that will be a 2-2 reversal. Puts, and then I'm gonna put my TP for right down here at the low.
189.
So 189.52. 189.52. All right, so that's for Amazon. We got 3 minutes left, guys.
What did AVG? Oh, okay.
AVGO,
Continue.
what is it low? Right here.
Got down.
As a matter of fact, with AVGO,
Inside
it's
week.
inside on a week as well.
That is something that we can most definitely look at next week because it's a 1-1, 2 inside weeks. So whichever direction that goes, it's really gonna take off.
But the thing that with AVGO as well is that if we open below here, which we are, we come back up and test VWAP right here, then we could continue down if we break because this is an inside bar. So it could come back down, test the 200, bounce back off the 200. So we'll see on AVGO. I'm gonna put this in as well. Well, we already below the low for AVGO. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split my screen, guys. So I keep something right there.
We have 2 minutes or a little less.
I like Baba, not Baba chart. Well, Baba looks
BA.
BA. No, not BA. I like Baba, but Baba already dropped.
Mm-hmm.
See this right here? Baba already dropped.
Yeah, I got that.
So Baba is out. Coin has been consolidating. Bitcoin has been consolidating. So with this, is it below the low? Yeah,
less
we got
than
down.
a minute.
So we have less than a minute, guys, before market open.
So what are
the plays that
the
plays that I'm looking at is Adobe. I'm looking at Amazon, Adobe and Amazon.
What about IWM, SPY?
IWM, let's take a look. I don't normally trade the first 15 minutes, guys, so I pay attention to that. IWM gap down as well, so everything gap down.
Would have been nice.
IWM, where's
SPY? SPY, any of those. Gap down too.
Gap down $6.
There we go. Market's open.
Market's open, guys. Adobe broke low. Let's see. Adobe. Yeah, Adobe gap down as well. So all the plays that we're looking at already gap down. So we're gonna wait.
Go have patience this Friday.
See how AVGO right here. What you want is AVGO come up, test the VWAP right here, and reject down. Now, it could continue to fall because market gap down, but we don't want to get in any traps as well, so you got to be patient.
Okay, Adobe, so 1-3.
Oh, look at that. Look at that quick pop. That quick pop right there to the upside. Quick pop. Look at that. Test the VWAP just like I mentioned. Now, if this come back down and break right here, we're going to just continue to fall. And we could go right down to 83 at that point. One of the stocks that I like to look at on a Friday is Meta as well. Look at AVGO. Here we go on AVGO. Wait for the first. Let me see what it's doing on the other time frames. Reject off the 200 on a 5-minute. Let's wait on this, guys. AVGO might fall out of the sky, but now the contract for AVGO moved fast as well, guys. So with AVGO, I'll probably watch the first 5 minutes because this right here, we have a rejection off of here. But we'll see with that. Let's take a look at the other. So like I mentioned before, like with Meta came up yesterday. Good run on Meta yesterday. And then a big fall. Went up, hit VWAP, and then just tanked afterwards. Which is crazy. So let me know if you're tuning in on the live. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Want to welcome y'all. See the pop back up on AVGO. So you just got to be patient. Got to have your patience. See, with that big gap down on SPY, could come back up here to test. Yeah. So it's testing VWAP right now. It's at a buy level right here. All right. What some people will do, which is this is a gamble to me, is they'll go in a call, keep their stop loss right here at that dollar move right there at the low. But sometimes you just got to be patient. You're hitting VWAP on the 5-minute as well, so you could get rejected off of there. I like how AVGO is looking as far as to the downside. So I'll be looking at the 186 puts for AVGO. I'm probably gonna, if AVGO breaks this 5-minute candle right here to the downside, I'll probably take it.
And keep your stop loss tight.
Keep my stop loss tight. My stop loss is gonna be at the high. So the high of this 5-minute candle right here. So here we go. We've seen a rejection off of SPY as well on the VWAP.
Which is what we said possibly could happen.
So you just got to be patient, wait, see what happens.
All time frames.
Yeah, SPY is right on all time frames. Snow 2-2 reversal puts. Oh, let me see snow. I had that from yesterday. Ooh,
Yeah, but that thing played out, especially on the day for the 2-2 it hit. What is the weekly that it
spies
played?
down. Mm,
Yeah, broke it upside and came back down.
rejection off of there. Nice rejection.
Yeah, we didn't look at that one this
Nah,
morning.
nah. This is a good trade too. I'm not gonna lie. This is a good trade. This is a solid trade right here.
Which one you want to look
That already break though.
at? Okay.
So for if I was looking at this for the day trade, it would have been right here where it breaks. So you just gotta be patient, guys. Tesla to the upside. Tesla broke inside day.
Yeah, ready? Yeah, bro.
Tesla to the upside. What are we looking at for Tesla? Oh, Tesla was a good
Yep,
one.
oscillator, Fisher, all of it. Time frames green, all of it said it was a go.
All of it on Tesla's thing. What's Tesla on the daily? On the daily, it almost hit. It hit take profit already
Okay,
on the
hit it.
daily.
Next level will be the VWAP,
Next level will be the VWAP at 80 at
within psych
46.
level.
Next level will be at 46. Now we do have a divergence on the day for Tesla. So guys, what I'm looking at right now is AVGO. I'm looking at AVGO for a trade setup. Meta as well. Meta come back down, reject. If Meta breaks the day right here, we could see Meta come back down to 73. So you just got to be patient. Be patient, wait for the setup. Here we go, AVGO.
What did we say on
Be patient, wait for the setup.
AVGO? What did we say we were going to do? What strike did you say for that one?
With AVGO,
Yeah,
186.
there's no 96. It's showing all of a sudden. I don't know what it was. What was I looking at before?
Oh, you're on a different time.
Oh, you know, I switched week on accident. Sorry. Okay.
All right, I'm looking at this guys for a possible put on this. Let's wait on this. Nice. Gotta be patient. She said, "Can you play some music, please?"
Okay.
Oh shit.
Who are you on?
No, on something else real quick. See, I came up, test VWAP right here, guys. You gotta be patient, right? Come up, test VWAP, could come and reject, and then start falling. Next level, as far as a drop, we're looking at 186 right down here is the next buy level. A strong buy level for it down at 180. If you look at the day chart, like I mentioned, 180 is gonna be right down here. But again, it'll be 186 right there. Support, then you have 182, which is down here.
I broke.
So be patient. It'll be nice for the next 2 minutes. It stay right here. Then we have the next 15-minute candle come in and basically come up, test VWAP, reject, break the 15. At that point, that's a good trade to the downside. Look at snow. Snow completely reversed and went back up. See that? Crazy, ain't it?
But it hit the take profit on that day.
It did.
It hit it. So you would have had to move quick on that. That's why I ain't really doing much today for me.
Not yet.
Yet.
Not yet. On Fridays, you just gotta be careful when you trade on Fridays.
Get in and get out.
This is a good setup on SPY. I'm seeing a divergence on a 15-minute down here. So lower low, higher low on the oscillator. 15-minute bullish divergence right here. Got 1 minute left on SPY as well.
I wish I could have two screens here. We could take two different.
And that's it. Take profit on Adobe was. Shit.
I don't know.
All right, we got 34 seconds left, guys. In the first 15-minute candle, so be patient. On AVGO, we already break to the downside. On AVGO, we're below VWAP, right? Came up, test VWAP, rejected off of VWAP right there.
New 15.
Got a new 15-minute candle right here. So what we're looking for on SPY break this 15-minute, we could see an upside on the 15-minute. Right now, I'm waiting for AVGO as well. I want to see, there's no top on AVGO right now. I want to see it at least close this 15-minute gap right here, come up here, and then reject. Good morning, Sherry. How you doing? All right, so we're going to wait. Again, be patient, guys. Be patient. The 15-minute broke, but right here doesn't have a top on it and gap down. So you got to be patient. Be patient. There we go. See the pop back up? Be patient. That little pop right there, that 50-cent pop right there, could do a lot of damage to your contract on a Friday, right? Mm-hmm. So there we go. We close that gap right now. That gap is now closed. There we go. Close up, close up. That gap is closed, right? Paying attention to SPY as well. So there's two things that I'm looking at right now. Two things I have on my radar. SPY for calls, AVGO for puts. Being patient, guys. Being patient. See AVG popping up. Got to be patient. Today's sure. Friday. Yeah. So with that, you got to be patient. Sometimes you don't see a trade. Sometimes what will happen is they mess around on Fridays. They mess around till 10 o'clock. And then that's where you see the move happens. So you just got to be patient. Okay? No rush to this. No rush. Sometimes you'll get up and be like, yo, you have to make a trade. I used to remember, I used to look at it like, yo, man, I need to make a trade. I need to make a trade. No, you don't have to make a trade. Okay? You don't have to make a trade. Meta looks good as well to the upside. But again, they could fake you out. There's one thing I learned from someone. I'm not gonna on Fridays, they look for huge percentage, right? And on Fridays, you can make a big percentage on Fridays if you're patient. In a sense, you wait for the pop up. Normally, right now, if I see Meta run up to right here to the 50%, I look for a reversal to the downside. You buy a contract. The contract can cost $5, right? $5-10, right? But that's what you're risking. But that $5-10 could come back and make you a big killing, right? That $5 could give you a 20x. But you just gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. See VWAP. This is a 5-minute candle. I'm watching. This is a 15-minute candle on SPY. I'm looking for the 15-minute to break here on SPY. Right now on AVGO up, testing VWAP right here, right? For AVGO, remember I talked about right here, this is a level that it needs to get over as well. The body of the candle. The body of the candle always act as resistance. Okay? So sometimes when people going for the top, if they enter here, this could be a first take profit. Okay, which is the body of the candles. A lot of times it will respect the body of the candle. Now, if I was waiting for this to break and as soon as it break, I take the trade, I would have been in trouble. Okay. But I saw it earlier where when it broke, it didn't have a top on it. It just gapped down and broke. So I waited for the retracement to close a gap and then this happened. So you just got to be patient and wait. Trying to make good, solid trades. Good, solid trades. If we have to wait till 10 o'clock to make a trade, then we wait 10 o'clock to make a trade, right? But good solid trades. Here we go on SPY. SPY push. Push on SPY. Got to break above that. What is it doing on the 5? Look at that. VWAP right there. Above VWAP, which is nice. But candle got to close. Candle got to close above VWAP. Let's see. See if it break the 15. It's testing that high, right? So a lot of times what will happen is they'll go up to grab people who are looking for longs, grab people that are looking for longs, and then afterwards dump it. See that? Look at that dump right here. And just dump it. Some people will anticipate, oh, it's going up, so it's going to break, it's going to break. And it don't break. Okay? So you got to be patient. Again, we're being patient.
It's Friday, guys.
And it's Friday. So what you got to make sure is, because on Fridays, a lot of times the moves don't happen until 10 o'clock. It will chop between 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then it give you that opportunity
Look how SPY's
afterwards.
coming right back down.
SPY coming right back down. Look at that. So you would think that SPY was bullish, right? And then it dropped right back down, killing your contract. Okay? So you gotta be patient. Okay? Gotta be patient. Still watching AVGO as well. And then what they're doing on this side of SPY, make sure because SPY turns purple. What they're doing on this side of SPY is you come up here. So now the people that are buying shorts come down here. And when they buy shorts, they in profit real quick, but they don't take their profit. Now it pop up, and guess what? They're getting killed.
Killing everybody in between.
They're getting killed as well. The people that were up here, that drop that happened to them, they could have been down 20%. They're out automatically because they get scared out, right? So again, you got to be patient. Got to be patient. Look at that. Crazy. 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 Staying above VWAP, right? We're staying above VWAP. Staying above VWAP. Be patient. And then we might not take a trade. Did SPY pop up? No. Meta? No. Meta doing the same thing. Meta above here could go to 600. in a sense, if
I
this
had
candle.
I wrote look I put Meta at 600 calls.
What does it cost for Meta 600 call?
It's not much. Meta call for this week 600 114.
Okay, that could definitely be 100% play. If this breaks above for Meta, definitely could be 100% play. I want all these candles right here, right now. What I'm looking for, this is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for this to keep on consolidating right here. Don't break this 15-minute. Even if it break right now, I wouldn't get in because it's too late. Like, you have 3 minutes. You have to think about it. It could pop up, break, and then come right back down, right? If this candle had about 8 minutes left in it and then we pop, we know that we have strength to keep on going back up. But right now, they could try to get more people to go long before they drop this. Okay, so you got to be patient with this. I'm looking for this to stay yellow, which is, it will be an inside bar at that point. A break above that, then we can continue up, and I'll keep my stop loss right here. A break below below this candle, right?
Just because he tell you guys it's 100% play, please take your profits.
Yeah, yeah. That too. That too.
If you're comfortable with 20%, take your profit. Or like me, I like trailing stops. I put a trailing stop and then I just let it go. And once it hit that trailing stop, it automatically takes me out. So every day, you guys are in profit. So take your profit when you feel fit. If you're comfortable with 10, 20, 30, cool. If not, don't let a green trade go red. All right? Don't let that happen. So put some type of sell half, sell a portion, but get something out of it. And it's Friday, so take your money and go enjoy your day.
Yeah, because what the thing is, you can play next week contracts on Fridays. I normally play same day contracts. The same day contracts are gonna move very fast and very volatile.
And get out.
So you gotta get in and get out. If you buy a few, then you see what happens right here. This is what I was talking about. They break on the last minute of the candle. So now you're thinking, oh, we're going up, and then this can come right back down.
And it
Okay,
could continue, but
it could continue. But my thing is, we have 1 minute left in that 15-minute candle. I'm not jumping in it at this point. We will wait for the next 15-minute candle to come in. If it come in, I want it to test VWAP right here. Once it tests VWAP and break this, then I'm good. Then I'm good to go in. With AVGO, same thing. If AVGO close above here, come up, test VWAP, come down, test VWAP, break this candle, then we could be looking at a possible call, right? If this breaks the low right here, we're definitely coming down. If we break this low on AVGO, this low, we're definitely coming down on the next 15-minute candle.
we got 30 seconds before the banks come in. And they can come in and swing the market. So just be cautious. 30 seconds. We could wait. 20 seconds.
Did Meta did the same thing? Meta did the same thing. Meta did the same thing right here.
I mean, when Meta broke this right here.
My chart. See, trading view start doing foolishness.
Is it frozen?
Look at this.
Oh man, it's frozen. Be with us. Hold on, y'all.
There we go.
For which one are you looking at?
Look at this right here. So we gotta wait, be patient. 15-minute right here. Be patient, guys. You're gonna see.
You might see a little volatility just because of the banks. Or you might not see nothing.
Might not see nothing.
You never know.
Patience, patience, patience. What we doing here? What we doing here?
What I'm doing is trying to get my music on. Why is my internet acting up?
What we doing here?
I'm a charger.
Spy drop in. What we doing here?
Maybe turn
See,
to what?
this is a thing, guys. Anybody that bought calls because this 15-minute candle break, and I did a video on this, so you could go ahead and watch that video. I talk about the breakout strategy, right? If it break the first 15-minute candle, but this is where sometimes the strategy don't work because you have to look at the daily candle on a whole. On the day, we're bearish, okay? On the day, we gap down. We're bearish on the day. So if you're going in calls, you got to make sure that you're going in calls and you're taking a profit as soon as possible. Now, when I say we're bearish on the day, we gap down and we gap down huge. So with that, we could come down, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to continue to drop because we already dropped, what, $5 on SPY? So we could be testing right here, creating a divergence on the 15 minutes, setting up a divergence on the 15 minute. This is all buy zone right here. This right here shows all buy zone. Right now we're creating higher lows on a 15 minute. If you notice,
Yep.
low, higher low, higher low, and then right here, right? We're creating higher lows on a 15 minute. So again, sometimes prejudging or pre-jumping into a trade is never good. Okay, you gotta wait, gotta be patient. A lot of times, if I get into a trade and I lose, is because I break a rule. Like I get in a trade too early, and I'll break a rule, right?
So follow your
So
rules.
make sure you're following certain things to make sure that you don't make the mistakes. Over time, you get to learn and see certain things over time, right? Let me see this right here. See, broke this.
Yep.
Being patient. Now, if we see something where
Good morning, everyone. I see y'all coming in. Good morning. Good morning.
now, if this candle come down, test here, keep on testing here, and then it come up, break this right here because this is a new 5-minute candle. But this 5-minute candle reversed. So now we're below VWAP on a 5-minute candle.
But you see where it hit, right? Where there's a lot of even the bodies. If you look left, I always say look left.
Yeah. So AVGO right now is a call. We have a lot of sell level right in here. AVGO. We gotta wait. Be patient on AVGO. That's 5 seconds left. AVGO call. Let me see right here. Test high. Hold on. SPY is coming down. Hold on. This is testing day high. Hold on. See, I'm expecting AVGO to go down. It did this reversal. But on this, take profit is right here. On this. So we could come down, test again, reject. Remember, if we look at AVGO on the day, we're right at VWAP. Right at VWAP.
So you like better SPY or AVGO?
Got mixed feelings in this.
Huh?
I'm biased on AVGO because AVGO, I was looking for puts on AVGO.
Yeah, well, we know we got to play with emotions.
So
Play what the chart gives you.
play what the chart gives you.
I mean, what was that on 15? AVGO was good on a 15 for reversal 2-2.
Being patient, guys. I'm still not in no trades. Still not in no trades.
I love a man that's patient.
Now, I mean, I'm seeing certain things, but again, yesterday we had a divergence on the day for on the 15 minute, just like we do right now. Um, but you got to be patient. We're still creating higher lows on the 15 minute over
On
here
SPY.
on SPY. Still creating higher lows. Remember, a lot of times I say, guys, like I think I told Sherry this yesterday. Buy at support, um, sell at resistance, right? Buy at support, sell at resistance. Right now, if I buy AVGO, I'm buying AVGO at resistance. See all of this right here?
Yeah, look
This is a
left.
resistance level.
So
Resistance.
put
It
a
was
line. They can
support.
see it.
Let me put the line right here. Oh, wrong line. See, SPY broke. So let's. Shit, I can't see. Damn it. It's crazy, right? I'm looking for calls and SPY. Didn't happen the way I want to, right? It broke to come down. Looking on puts for AVGO, it broke to go up. So again,
Be careful.
gotta be careful. Now we just broke this low right here, so we could continue to drop.
Profit. It's hitting take profit on a 15. It hit take profit on a 15. For a 2-2 reversal on strategy. And that's what I like about strat. It lets you know where to get in and where to get out.
If you want to learn more about that, just let us know too, because we will go ahead and we'll do that. A good indicator that you could use are pivot points for your support and resistance. So you could use pivot points. I have another setup Let me see if I could pull it up. Open. So I'll show you the setup, and I'll show you what I'm talking about when I say pivot points. So these right here, you could go in Trading View. This is called pivots, right? You could search for pivots. These are going to be your support and resistance line. And it goes back. It gives you the history of it. So you could use that as your resistance line. You might see this and you say, oh, it's going to go up to here. Well, if you look left, you have the next resistance line was right here. And look at that. So in a sense, you'll see the resistance lines. If you're just using for that day, because sometimes you could use it for the day, you could go in your pivot point. You could go in your pivot point. Where is it? You could go in your settings. Where is it? Is it this? You could go in your settings and right down here, you could say how much pivot points do you want to show. Just go through there. Visibility, it's right here. And you go through the range of it. And then it will show.
Can you do a video on the indicator you just mentioned?
Okay, I'll do that. I'll work on that for you, and I'll see what I could do for you. All right. So I'll work on that as far as doing a video on pivot points and explain it for you. See, right now, look at this. Come down, test this exactly. Look at this.
It hit the take profit, which was the line before that. Right?
Yeah.
Not that one, the other one.
But it tests this exactly. This low, if you look at the candle on this low, is 550.58.04.
Will continue. Now it's hitting on the red line.
And now 558.03. Yeah, I know. I see it. I see it. I see ya. What time is it?
10:13.
What's the puts on AVGO? 186 puts.
No, I'm not call. I was looking at calls. What are you looking at?
What's the 186 puts?
186.
Okay.
I mean, AVGO would have been good if you would have broke the 15 and followed strat.
Following strat, the take profit would have been right here. It hit take profit. Good.
Correct.
Yeah. See, now we're coming back up for SPY calls. They'll play with your emotions on Fridays, guys. So when you trade it on Fridays, especially if you're doing same day contract, you got to take your profits quick. Okay? Got to take your profits quick. Let's see what Meta is doing.
Playing around.
Messing with people's emotions. See, I was biased towards AVGO, and look what AVGO did because I was biased towards it.
Play what the chart gives y'all.
See, I like this right here. I like a put on AVGO right up here. If it tests right here, I like a put on AVGO. Let me see SPY right here. Damn it. Wrong chart. kind of like puts right here, you know.
Imagine. You can do 188 puts. Oh, still low.
Yeah. Wait for the touch right here. Might not go up there because we have this right here.
Thanks. I was talking about the one on your wife was talking about too. Oh, she's talking about Strat.
Oh.
I believe.
Oh. Yeah, I could do a video on that. Don't do nothing crazy. Just stay right here. Stay right here. I want AVGO, so again, I'm looking for AVGO puts.
Possible puts on a 2-2 reversal.
See, we close gap right here. Perfect. We close the gap on AVGO. So now we close the gap on AVGO. We could possibly come down because this was a gap right here, right? So just got to be patient with this. I'm still biased towards puts for AVGO, but market is popping up too.
But we know not to be biased. We stay in our emotions, regardless of how we feel. We still stay in our emotions, and we play what the chart gives. If you're not comfortable with it because you're biased, just leave it alone.
Yeah.
That was a great call.
Short AVGO right here.
I'm gonna do 188 puts, guys.
So I'm going in a short on AVGO puts.
No, 47. Where are we? What's he doing?
All right, so we're already up 10% on this, guys. So you could take trims because I did same day contracts. I got in, my contracts are at 47.
187.50. Which one more? How many am I getting? Tell me when you're ready.
What do you mean?
Are you getting back in right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait.
what? You said wait? Did you say wait?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So that little pop down, guys, when I got in my puts for AVGO, I was already up on that. So you gotta be, that's why I said with the same day contracts, you gotta be quick. Okay? Gotta be quick. The reason why I took it is because right here we're at the 50% line and we're at the 200 EMA. Okay? So I took that trade right there. My contracts were at I got in my contracts. I got over 10% on that trade. Now, as long as we stay here and we keep on rejecting this, I think this can come back down. SPY right now is trying to push. So if SPY breaks above this, we're gonna push, right? So SPY could be a call situation as well. Like I remember I said we're looking for a SPY call. This could be a good area. If we break this, SPY calls right here.
Which one? Spy?
Yeah, it could take SPY calls.
Come on, computer. So you want to do a go 561? Get it now? Are we getting it now or not? Oh,
You have a 5 minute right here. That's the thing. This way.
I can't do that. I'm in there. That's where I'm at.
Oh, that's that one.
Just waiting for you.
See how AVGO is testing right here? I haven't jumped in SPY calls
Like 10
yet
seconds left.
because I'm waiting for the 5 minute. I still like AVGO for puts too.
Well, tell me which one you prefer. I only got one here.
I know.
Sometimes we want to be in all the trades, guys, because they all start hitting. They all start looking good. Yeah, because we could have got in the puts from when it hit the.
I really like AVGO
So want me
puts.
to go over to that one?
Yeah. AVGO puts.
Are you in it right now?
Yeah. So I just did a 188 puts on AVGO, guys. SPY pushing. There you go on SPY. So my contracts right now on AVGO, my average is 52.
Yeah, it's a break even.
So my average is 52 on AVGO, 188 puts. Here we go. Already up 10% on these. That's what I said, guys. With these contracts on Fridays, they're pretty quick. Okay, they're pretty quick.
Well, it's not moving. It's not moving at all.
Yeah, the contracts are not moving. Prices dropping.
You know what I used to do? I used to just put it in and I can see how much it really was and go to change. This thing is not moving at all. It is not budging, period.
So we got that rejection off the 200. That's weird.
It's not moving.
On the 5 minute, it's not. On the 5 minute candle, it shows that it hit the 50% right here. On the 15 minute, oh, there we go. On the 15 minute, there we go.
Is your chart moving?
Yeah, my chart is moving.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. So anybody that jump in, you should be at least 10% on your trade right now. At least 10%. Contracts are not moving as much, guys. Contracts are not moving as much. All right, here we go. What we want to see, if we see this break above this 15-minute candle, this is a bearish move, okay? I think this is a bearish move right here. Break. This break mean that we could come all the way back down. This break on the 15-minute right here. If we break this 15-minute, we're right there. If we break this 15-minute, we could come all the way back down. Right now we up 20%.
We're taking 20. Did we just pull back up?
There we go. Make sure you're taking your profits, guys. Okay? You should be up right now. What y'all got planned for y'all weekend? No, we rocking right now. What time is it? It is 10:30. Man, it's 10:30. So you see this line I draw. You see how it's respecting this line right now, right? So we can either break below this line or continue up. So right here we have this range right in here. Let me draw this other line right here. You have resistance level, resistance level, resistance level, support level, resistance level. So right within there, you have that little range right in here, right? Where it's messing around with. So you have to be careful with this. Now, the reason why I shorted it earlier, right? Reason why I shorted it earlier because it came up, tested 200, took the trade on it, took the profit, right? So now it went up, tested 50, took the trade again. Contracts weren't moving as much, but we scaled out of it. So right now we're holding some. I already scaled out of some of my profit already.
Correct.
Remember, it's Friday, guys. So you got to be quick and you got to be diligent with your trades. There you go, Sherry. See, you got the weekends to study. What are you in school? You said I'm in school. What are you in school? What are you studying in school?
We got 10. Nowadays, I see that.
All right, so we break the previous 15, guys. So we could see a possibly down. We could see a downtrend all the way back down to VWAP right here at 88.94. We could see a downtrend all the way back down to 88.94, even to the lower day, right? Because we came up, tested 50 right here. So again, anybody that took the trade when I called it should be in profit.
Yeah, you guys should be up over 20%. Yeah, because these things are not thinking. I don't like how that's doing it. See, it
Hmm.
dropped and you dropped, but it's still not moving.
Yeah, that happens on Fridays.
So
That happens on Fridays. So with this, a lot of times what you have to do, you have to put in limit orders.
yeah,
The limit orders will take right away. So you just gotta watch that as well. Okay, here we go.
now it wants to. Mm,
Contracts up 20%.
yep, exactly. 20%. Oh, it's falling. It's still not. We're good. It's Friday. Gotta love a Friday.
Gotta love a Friday.
That's why I had to go back. I had to download this back on my phone so I could see that.
Yeah, because it depends. All right, so this is a thing, guys. So it depends on the broker you're using. So say for instance, if you're using E-Trade, right, to trade. I use E-Trade to trade, and it doesn't show your right percentage. So a lot of times I'll have like I'll put a Robinhood, like I'll pull up the Robinhood app, and I'll have Robinhood show you the current. It
Yeah, it
doesn't,
moves right away.
it moves right away. It's constantly moving. Versus even if you're up in E Trade, it will tell you that you're down or you're losing percentage, or you'll be down on a trade, but it's telling you you're up. So when you buy your contracts, what you want to make sure is you want to make sure you're looking at
And if
where
E-Trades
you bought
listen,
it.
we want you to fix it, please. It's been too long.
So right now the contracts are up what 30% right now. Contracts are up 30%. We're coming back down. Contracts up 30%.
Well, calling it a view up.
Coming back down to test VWAP right here. Listen, we could break below low a day today, guys.
I mean, you can
I'm
see
not
that
saying we're
now.
gonna break below low a day, but we can. Okay. So remember, right here is a buy zone. So contract went up to 30%, a little over 30%, but because it went to 71. No, 72. Sorry, just now I saw 72. So if you got in at 52, now when I call it, our average was at 52. The contracts went to 72. So if you do that, that's 20 up. That's technically 40%, right? Like I said, my wife will be looking at a calculator. I know I just do math in my head. Um, but if you had it at 52, even if you got it afterwards and you got it at 55, right? You still would have been up 20% on your trade. Okay? Just got to be diligent and say, "Listen, doesn't matter, you take your profit." Okay? Take your profit. So two trades on AVGO. Both of them winners today.
And that's how I feel about being on a Friday. As long as I win on a Friday, I'm good to go into the weekend. I can enjoy the rest of my day. I'm
So
not
story,
stressing.
right? Story. So this is a crazy thing because she said something where people will sometimes you carry your trade into the weekend because it's Friday. So sometimes I know people they don't trade on Fridays, right? And if they're trading on Fridays, what time is it right now? By 10 o'clock they're done. There's no reason for you to be because you could get chopped up. So on a Friday by 10 o'clock they're done, right? Um, but in a sense, like if you lose and you go in heavy on a trade on a Friday and you're using same day contract, if you lose big, right? Then what's gonna happen is you're gonna feel a certain type of way. You might carry that into your weekend, and all of a sudden you're pissed off. You're excited about a date that you're supposed to go on later on tonight, but then you lose money, and then you be like, "Shit, man!" Like you get upset. You'd be like, man, I could have went on a date with that. Man, I could have did a lot of stuff with this money, yo. You know, so just make sure that you're taking profit. I talked to Sherry yesterday. On I think it's Sherry. Yeah, I talked to Sherry yesterday about growing small accounts, right? And sometimes it might be if somebody coming in with, say, for instance, even $200 or $300, right? And they're coming in with small accounts. Yeah, people start with that small. Some people start with 1,000, right? I would say start with $1,000 minimum, right? If you're coming in with 500, you still can make money with five, and you still can make money with um with 100. Like today, if somebody coming in with a small account and they only bought one contract, right? We might look at it as a small thing, but you just spend $50 to make $20, right? You're not getting that in a bank, nowhere, right? You could have bought the contract and the contract was lower. I got in a little bit later than I wanted to. I wanted to get in right at the top where as it hit the 50, but I got in, right? So those are the things that I'm saying like, yo, you can build a small account, but sometimes you can't look at, hey man, man, the profit was only $20. Like you gotta think about it like over time, compounding the money, especially when you have a small account. You compound that money, and when you get moved from 100 to 200, then you start saying, "Man, I just double up." Like literally, you just double up on your money, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that okay, now I need to go borrow from my cousin or from my mom and be like, "Yo, I just double up 100, so I can double up 10,000, or I could double up 5,000. So let me no, because your emotions are gonna be different when you're trading one contract versus 10 contract versus 50 contract versus 100 contract. Your mindset is going to be different, right? Losing $10 is different from losing $1,000, right? $10 you could hand your kid and be like, yo, go buy some candy, right? $1,000 you're not gonna hand your kid and say, hey, go buy some candy. $1,000 can make somebody car payment. $1,000 can bring you and your wife on a trip somewhere, cheap trip, but a trip somewhere. You want to go to Georgia. You want to come to Atlanta. You want to go somewhere. Hey, that's a flight.
Yeah.
That's a flight. So you just got to look at it in different ways. Make sure you're managing. I talk about that in the video. Risk management is one of the biggest things when it comes to you trading. Okay. Your emotions is also part of your risk management. You got to control your emotions. If you see your trade, take your trade. Okay. Today, again, I was biased towards it, AVGO going up. If I take the trade, because this right here is a 2-2 reversal, right? And I'll try to make a video over the next few days on strat. But right here, this candle right here, and then the break of that candle, that's called a 2-2 reversal, right? That means that the take profit would be at the high of the next candle, which was right here. And then I would be looking up here for take profit as well because I see the 200 EMA. Okay. So with that would have been a great trade. As you can see, that would have been a great trade if I took that trade. But again, I was looking for shorts, right? So coming in, I'm always thinking of, hey, they could be trapping you as far as coming up and come back down. So as soon as I saw the opportunity to short, where can I see the opportunity short? First one was right up here, where we shorted right up here, right at the 200 EMA. And then right afterwards, the second one, we shorted close to up here, right? Because I see it reject off the 50, right? I was looking at SPY for a call. I didn't do the SPY call. I went in AVGO instead, right? SPY consolidating right now, right? And what SPY is doing is chopping up the contracts, chopping up the contracts. So in a sense, right here was the call when it broke above this because it was a reversal. But in strat, the take profit was right here. Well, guess what? The candle already hit take profit. So it already hit take profit. So to the upside, it already hit take profit as far as reversal. So now you're watching this next candle consolidated, which chops up your contract. Now this candle is an inside bar. A break of this candle, we could see SPY shoot back up. Okay, you could see SPY shoot back up on the break of this candle to the upside. Now the break of this candle, where is going to be the take profit as far as strat concerned? Strat is going to be right here at the top of this candle, right? So at the top of this candle. So the previous candle, the top of the previous candle is where the take profit will be. Now, if you're still holding AVGO, you still should be up at least 10% on AVGO right now. If you still holding AVGO, should be up at least 10%. It's up to you if you want to take your profit. It could reverse right here and continue up. SPY just broke the inside bar. So SPY just broke the inside bar. I'm not taking no more trades for the day, guys.
No, but it's
I already
almost
took
11 o'clock.
I already took 2 trades for the day. 2 of them were profitable, so I'm not taking no more trades for the day. You got to learn when to stop. All right. So with that, guys, it's Friday. I'm excited.
Go enjoy your day.
Go enjoy your day. Um, I got a business meeting with my wife that I'm about to go do. We have a business meeting that we do.
Yep.
With God, us and God on Fridays. So I'm gonna stick to that, and then afterwards, I got an exciting weekend. My son plays basketball, so he has a game, and I'm a coach as well, guys. I'm a coach. I coach his basketball team, so I got an exciting weekend. So hopefully you guys spend your weekend wise, enjoy your weekend, relax, prep yourself for next week. If you haven't taken a trade yet, make sure you see the setup before you go ahead and take your trade. Don't just jump into a trade right now because you could get chopped up all day. Okay, on the day chart. Sorry, I touched the Fibonacci just to see something. But on the day chart, this is what the day chart looks like. Okay, so at the end of the day, we gap down. We could come all the way back up here, or we could stay within here and then continue to drop.
Yeah. Now that contract is dwindling down.
Yeah. What's the contract right now?
56.
Yeah. So the contract is still up. Contract is still up,
But not 10%.
but not 10%. You're probably right at break even right now. A little bit above break even. All right. So, hey guys, be careful out there in these streets. It's Friday. Go ahead, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm gonna probably do a week cap, or outlook for next week. I'm gonna look at all the charts and see what's going on with all the charts over the weekend, and tell which setup I'm probably gonna look at for next week as far as a really good setup. We see AVG coming back down, so contracts again up 20% now. So hey, take your profit as you go. All right, guys, I'm gonna go do my meeting. See y'all later. Where is this thing?